Hello everyone. Hope you all are safe and doing great during this vacation. I am doing this presentation to teach you Chapter 11 Online Services. Learning Objectives. In this lesson, you are going to learn about types of Internet services. Here you are going to understand what online services are offered by with the features. Then you are going to learn about impact of online services. Under that, you are going to understand the impact on an individuals as well as the impact of the internet on the ways that organizations do business. As well as you are going to understand how transactional data is collected and used. What is an online service? My dear children, now we are going to learn about online service. First of all, we should understand what is an online service. The definition it says any information and services provided over the internet. Yes, that's true. But first of all, tell me what you mean by online. Yes, online is internet. Online means another name given for internet. So what do you mean by a service? A service is a transaction in which no physical goods are transferred from the seller and buyer. I would like to give you an example. Teaching is a service. Teacher is giving you a service, but no physical goods are transferred from the teacher and you. Give me another example. Yes, doctor is giving you a service, but no physical goods transferred between you two. So these services we can provide by using internet. This is we called online service. Now best example is now because of this curfew situation, students can't go to the school. You all can't go to the school. Teachers also can't go to the school. But now you can get the knowledge by watching YouTube videos. So this is online learning. This is an online service provided by the school. We are going to learn about types of online services. There are many online services available on the internet, but according to your syllabus, we are going to focus on limited number of services. They are shopping sites, booking systems, banks, education and training providers, gaming sites, news and other information providers, auction sites, entertainment providers. Our first service is online shopping. Online shopping websites. So what do you mean by online shopping? Yes, online shopping allows customers to directly buy goods from a seller over the internet. So these days, as we all can't go to the supermarket and buy products, we all can order products through online shopping websites. So when you access to the online shopping website, what you can see? The first thing you want to see is product catalog. Why? You want to check whether the product that you want to order, whether it's available in that shopping website. So first of all, you have to access to the product catalog and see whether product is available. So when you access to the product catalog, what are the things you can see? An image of the product. Now I have given you an example, one of the picture of the product given in the product catalog. So according to this product catalog, you can see in clear image. So by looking at the image, you can make sure, yes, this is the product that I am going to buy. Then next one is product description. This description can be depend on the product. Now according to the product that I have given, here you can't see detailed description because this is a very common product. Not necessary to provide much description about this product. But if you are going to order laptop or mobile phone, then you can see product catalog. They have given detailed description about the product. The next thing is product price. Yes, in my example also you can see product price they have given. Under the product price, whatever the discount amount also mentioned. The next one is ratings. Are you all checking ratings before you buy a product? Yes, we all check. Now what do you mean by a rating? Ratings are measurement. So here if you have never ordered this product before or first time if you are going to order, so you can read and understand about how others recommend this product for you. So this is based on the ratings. This is you can see how popular this product among other customers. The next one is product code. According to this website, this product we can't see product code, but some other online shopping websites you can see product code. The next one is the number of items in stock. Yes, according to my picture, from this product, how many items are left in the store? Yes, they have given only 2 items left. So by looking at this information, you can understand, you can aware the product is available in the shopping website as well as whether you are going to order or not. Shopping website, our next feature is the basket. We can give another name for this basket, that is shopping cart. Now my shopping cart, you can see I have ordered one product. So it's indicated from the shopping cart as 1. If I order 2 products, the shopping cart numbers will be increased. So what is the use of this shopping cart? We have 2 advantages by using this shopping cart. Always be aware how many products we are ordering from the shopping website. And other advantage is you do not have to pay for each item separately. Okay, then we will move to the next feature, that is checkout. When the customer is ready to pay for everything in the basket, they are directed to the checkout, where they can enter their delivery details and pay for the products in their basket. Sometimes customers can use voucher codes at the checkout in order to receive a discount. According to the given picture, I have ordered only one product, so total amount also given in the checkout column, and shopping fee also they have added. After that, you can see in the blue color button voucher code. Actually, what do you mean by voucher code? Voucher code is a code representing a specified amount of money that can be used on a shopping website. It's a kind of discount. So if you have shopping voucher code, so you can add this voucher code and apply. So you can get the discount. After that, you can click on the orange color button, proceed to pay. Our next feature is payment. After checking products in the checkout, you can do the payment by using payment option. But before you do the payment, you need to fill credit card and debit card information. So I think you have learned about secure payments in chapter 3. Shopping sites often offer secure payment system that protect customers' payment information. when it's transmitted online. But most of the website, before you do a payment, they will ask from you whether you have account with them. Why we need an account with them? If you don't have account, you have to create an account with them. So if you have account, time to time they are giving seasonal offers. So but you are not aware about seasonal offers. But if you have an account with them, you can be aware what are the discounts they are giving, what are the offers they are giving. And if you create an account with them, they are recording all your purchasing. So you become a loyal customer with that shopping website. So you are eligible with most of the discounts they are giving. And other feature is search facility. This is not given in the book as a feature, but this is one of the main feature available in the shopping website. Now, what is the advantage of having this search facility? If you take eBay like website, they are selling large amount of different types of products. But it's very difficult to find exactly what you want. So you are wasting your time clicking here and there in the website. So what you can do is you can use this search bar and you can type exactly what you want and you can go to the web page that is available. Up to now, we have discussed about shopping website and features of shopping website. So I would like to give you a small activity. This is given in the textbook page number 168. You have to visit a shopping site and go through the stages of buying some products to see how the process works. So by looking at this presentation is not enough to understand how shopping site is working. To get the experience, you have to access to the shopping website and you have to go through the stages. Then only you can understand it very well. So easily you can do this activity at home. Our second online service is booking systems. What do you mean by a booking systems? What you can do with booking systems? Yes, we can book tickets. Train tickets, airline tickets and bus tickets can all be purchased online. What are the features of booking systems? Basket, travel time, number of tickets, type of ticket, preferred seat, e-ticket. These are the main features or main stages of a booking system. What do you mean by a basket? Already you all have learned about basket in online shopping website. But online booking system, what you can do with a basket? Tickets can be added to the basket if the customer is buying tickets for more than one trip. As example, if you book tickets Monday to go to Badulla, Wednesday to go to Anuradhapura, Friday to go to Nuwara, so there are 3 trips. So all these 3 trips tickets can be added to the basket. But if you book only Monday to go to Badulla, that trip tickets won't be added to the basket. Next, travel time, number of tickets, type of ticket. Customer can choose their travel time, number of tickets and type of tickets they wish to buy and preferred seat also. So all 4 stages we have to book in one stage. So next one is e-ticket. What do you mean by an e-ticket? When customers buy tickets using online booking system, the tickets are often sent via emails. But some travel companies use e-tickets that are linked to the customer's passport so that customer can check it. Some airlines and train companies use QR codes that can be scanned at airports or on trains. The picture given in this slide, you can see QR code as well as barcode. So this is an example for e-ticket. Most of the information they have not mentioned in the e-ticket. As you can see, only the price of the ticket and the quantity you can see. Even you can't see travel time, type of ticket, those things they have not mentioned. Because why? All those information easily they can scan from the QR code and barcode. This is Sri Lankan airline website, but unfortunately we cannot work with this website because most of the functionality is unavailable due to coronavirus. But in future you can access to this website and you can go through the stages booking tickets. Our third online service is banking sites, online banking. Most of the banks they provide online banking facilities to their customers. This is a very convenient facility given by the bank. Customers no need to waste their time while staying at home. They can access to the online banking facilities. Most of the banking transaction they can access while they are staying at home. So what are the services provided by bank under online banking facility? You can check account balance. You can set balance alerts, online payments and transfers. You can apply for loans. You can manage alerts and notifications, as well as you can access to the customer service. If you want to change your personal information, easily you can change with online service. With online education, students can turn anywhere with internet access and electricity into a classroom. It can include audio, video, text, animations, virtual training environments, and live chats with the teachers. It's a rich environment with much more flexibility than a traditional classroom. When used to its full potential, online education has been shown to be more effective than face-to-face instruction. It can be engaging, fun, and planned to fit almost anyone's schedule. Online training courses allow learners to access, such as libraries of online journals and other references, online support from teachers as well as other learners, and you can get learning and assessment materials. Remember children, all these things access is provided through virtual learning environment. But I am not going to explain you about the VLE because you have learned about VLE in chapter 3. But most of the training courses can be provided by through virtual learning environment. Our next online service is gaming sites. Gaming sites are applications that allow users to play games that are hosted on remote server. According to this picture, you can see many users can access to the game server through internet. An online game is a video game that is either partially or primarily played through the internet or any other computer network available. The design of online games can range from simple text-based environments to the incorporation of complex graphics and virtual worlds. What are the advantages of gaming sites? As you know, in today's society, online gaming is one of the fast-moving trends. Playing online can enhance your physical and mental ability. So many people, they play computer games to improve their physical and mental ability. As well as it improves social skills with the other players and they can communicate with them as well. Yes, we have another advantage. That is, it improves coordination while playing online games. Our next online service is news and other information providers. News providers give up-to-date access to stories using blogs and notifications that are sent to subscribers. Who is the subscriber? Dear children, subscriber is someone who signs up for regular service. According to the picture given in this slide, you can see subscribe now button. Once you click on this option, you become a subscriber. So you will be getting lot of notification about their news. Not only news providers, other information providers can provide real-time notifications about information such as weather, sports, stock market, currency values. Our next online service is auction sites. Auction sites allow sellers to list items for sale for certain period of time and allow buyers to offer money for these items. So auction sites, they provide service to two types of people, sellers and buyers. What do you mean by an auction site? An auction site is a website where the price of a product or service is determined by the winning bid. That is the difference between online shopping website and auction site. The auction site allows the user to name their own price for any posted products or services within a certain time frame. The person who bid with the highest price within the set time frame will be the winner. Auction sites provides rating for buyers and sellers. In online shopping websites also we have learned about ratings. But remember children, online shopping websites, they use ratings for product. But auction sites, they use ratings for buyers and sellers. So why they need ratings? A buyer with a high rating has been rated by sellers for being reliable and paying on time. So, sellers can choose to only accept offers from buyers with a high rating. The same thing will be applicable for seller. A seller with a high rating has been rated by buyer for being reliable and sending items on time. So buyers can choose not to bid on items being sold by unreliable sellers. They always can check a seller with a high rating. Now we are moving to the second part of our lesson, the impact on lifestyle and behavior. Under this topic, we are going to discuss about benefits of online services. First of all, we will see what are the benefits of online shopping. So what are the benefits of online shopping? Just compare and see with traditional shopping. Yes, we have lot of benefits. Look at the first benefit. Easily reorder the same product that they bought last time. Can you remember I told you most of the website they ask you to create separate account? Yes, if you have such account, all your purchasing recorded in that account. So easily you can access to the account and see what you bought last time. So if you want to order same products, you can order by looking at the information given in the account. But traditional shopping, can you do like that? No. Second advantage is avoid having to travel to supermarket. You don't want to go to the supermarket. While staying at home, easily you can order products. Third advantage, check whether items are in the stock. Yes, we check in our product catalog also whether how many items are there in the stock. So each and every item you can check with the website whether enough number of items are available. Next advantage, avoid having to wait queues to pay. In this picture, you can see many people are waiting in the queues to pay for their goods. But if you do online shopping, easily you can pay from your credit card and debit card. Next, we are going to see what are the benefits of online booking systems. Look at the first advantage. Avoid having to go to the station to buy a ticket. While staying at home, you can book tickets. No need to waste your time, go to the station and buy tickets. Second advantage, buy tickets in advance of their journey. So you can plan your trip very well in advance because you can buy tickets in advance for your trip. Be notified if there is a delay to their train. Other advantage is always they send notifications. If there's any delay your train or flight, they will send notification. So you don't want to waste your time waiting for your train. Let's see what are the benefits of online banking. Avoid traveling to the bank. Avoid carrying cash. Most of the transaction we can do with online banking facility. So customers they don't want to travel to the bank, and customers can easily transfer funds between accounts, and as well as they can pay their bills. So they can avoid carrying cash. Next, we will see what are the benefits of online learning services. Avoid having to travel to colleges or universities. So students can save their traveling cost, accommodation cost as well as traveling time. Next advantage is individuals do not have to move away from their families and friends. Benefits of online information providers. Receive weather alerts or traffic advice while they traveling. Be rerouted automatically based on information about traffic conditions ahead. What do you mean by rerouted? Rerouted is send vehicle to its original destination using a different route. Now we are going to see what are the drawbacks of online goods and services. Look at the first disadvantage. The immediate availability of online services could make people less patient and more demanding. Most of the website products and services immediately available. Easily they can order products and services. So it's make people less patient and more demanding. Look at the second disadvantage. People become more isolated. Yes. Why? Why they become more isolated? Because they don't interact with many people in the society. But if they use traditional shopping method, they will meet more people in the society. They will more interact with them. So online shopping, online goods and services make people become more isolated. Next disadvantage is people reduce the face-to-face communication skills. Some people constantly check their online communication such as social networking sites, WhatsApp, Viber, which means that they spend less time connecting with people face-to-face, which reduce their face-to-face communication skill. Next disadvantage is people pay less attention to the details. Because online most of the people they don't consider much about the details. So as a habit people always pay less attention to the details. Next disadvantage is online services creates negative impact on people's memory. People's use of online services means that there is less need to memorize facts. So there is a negative impact on memory. Impact on the ways that organizations do business. The way which organizations do business has changed. Look at the first point, improved communication. Not like earlier, most of the companies these days they used to communicate with their employees and customers using internet technology. So by using video conferencing, email, social networks, VoIP and chat room and online forums, they can easily communicate with the people. Access to global markets. Using online shopping websites, they can sell their products to the global markets. Not only local customers, they can sell their products to the global markets. Access to global workforce. I think in Unit 3, in detail, you have learned about what is teleworking. Teleworking means working from home. So organization can hire more skillful professional people for their work because they don't want to walk to the office. Even though they are living far away from the company, organization can hire them for work. Use of big data to understand customer behavior. Big data, what do you mean by big data? Large amount of data. Online shopping website, frequently they need to analyze their data in order to make decisions. As an example, which product they have more demand, which product they have less demand. These decisions they can make based on the big data. So this is not possible for human to analyze within a day, but using internet technology, they can easily analyze their data. The way in which the organization secures business information. In Unit 3, I think you all have learned this very well. What are the methods we have to secure business information? So, if you can't remember this, you have to go back to the Unit 3 and read and understand what are the ways we can secure information. Internet, they have given lot of methods to secure your business information. Increase competition. Because of improved communication, now we are going to learn about transactional data. An online transaction occurs whenever data is sent between devices on the internet. Some of these transactional data can be tracked online by network devices. This data is stored in cookies. What is a cookie? Cookies are messages that web servers pass to your web browser. When you visit internet sites, your browser stores each message in a small file called cookie.txt. Dear children, remember cookies are usually small text files given ID tags that are stored on your computer's browser directly or program data subfolders. Cookies are created when you use your browser to visit a website that use cookies to keep track of your movements within the site. So according to the given picture, if we want, you can delete cookies. Cookie files we consider as temporary internet files. Examples of data that can be stored as cookies. The time and the date of the transaction. IP address. The referring website. The information user has previously viewed. Items added to the user's online shopping basket. Buttons pressed by the user. Data entered into the web forms. So this information can be stored as cookies. As an example, if we do shopping yesterday, the time and the date will be recorded as cookies, as well as IP address. The referring website, if you access to the Keel Super website, that Keel Super website name will be recorded as cookies. The information user has previously viewed. What are the web pages you have access? Those information also can be stored as cookies. Items added to the user's online shopping basket. What are the products you bought from that website? Can be recorded as cookies. Button pressed by the user. What are the buttons you press? Data entered into the web forms. So all these information can be recorded as cookies. Now we are going to learn about types of cookies. There are three types of cookies: session cookies, persistent cookies and third-party cookies. Session cookies are created temporarily in your browser's subfolder while you are visiting a website. Once you leave the site, the session cookies is deleted. On the other hand, persistent cookie files remain in your browser's subfolder and are activated again once you visit the website that created that specific cookie. A persistent cookie remains in the browser's subfolder for the duration period set within the cookies file. Now let's see what is a third-party cookie. A third-party cookie is one that is placed on a user's hard disk by a website from a domain other than one a user is visiting. Third-party cookies are placed so that a site can remember something about you at a later time. This is used to store surfing and personalization preferences and tracking information. Third-party cookies. However, children, these cookies are often set by advertising networks that a site may subscribe to in the hopes of driving up sales or pages hits. Now, dear children, we have come to the end of our chapter. Now you can write answers for end of chapter questions. Turn to the page number 175. Thank you.